Hindi na po titigil yung mga riders niyan. Dahil ang intention ng riders ay matapos nga nila ng mabilisan. Kayo naman pilitan, pinipilit nyo na i-connect sa tourism pero I cannot see any aspect of that na may i-connect sa tourism. Pilit na pilit, madam.
Over 1,000 motorcycles running sa gabi, it doesn't become motorcycle tourism. It becomes noise tourism. Sa probinsya, pagdating ng alas 9, tahimik na lahat. Hanggang alas 5 ng umaga yon. So pag ganun karaming motorsiklo ang tumatakbo sa ganung oras ng gabi, it becomes noise. Am I correct there? As part of tourism, should you continue this kind of program, supporting this kind of programs? Because come budget hearing, we will ask you again. And you will really have to defend that. You have this program, motorcycle tourism, correct?
Yes, sir.
And you support events like this?
Generally, sir, tourism-oriented events.
So is the Ironman Motorcycle Challenge a tourism activity?
Yes, there's a tourism component to the activity.
I want to know how the LGUs will how do LGUs benefit from events like this when they just pass through an LGU?
Sir, as mentioned earlier also, no, they stop at certain, they call it, I think, pit stops. No? So these are identified destinations where the riders take a break, spend some time at the place, dine, shop a little. And,
no, because this race should be completed within 24 hours. Meaning to say, it passes through 9 provinces. And in short, nagmamadali sila makatapos in 24 hours. And if it's a big motorcycle, most likely they'll stop for about 2 or 3 times just to refill. So the question is, how will the LGUs benefit from this kind of motorcycle activity?
Sir, under the program, the TPB does not support races per se, but tourism activities.
All right.
Thank you.
Now, there's a good side and a bad side to events like this. No, the not so good side here is that, of course, number one, merong overspeeding. Tapos sa gabi, pag tumatakbo sila, most of them may mga auxiliary lights, meaning may mga supplementary headlights sila. And that's blinding sa mga kasalubong ng mga sasakyan. So it bothers a lot of automobiles na kasalubong nila sa highway, no? Doon sa nakita natin na video kanina, nakita natin yung counterflowing na nangyari kaya na-aksidente. Okay? And then when you have over 1,000 motorcycles running sa gabi, it doesn't become motorcycle tourism. It becomes noise tourism. Correct? Diba? Tahimik lahat eh. Alauna, sa probinsya, pagdating ng alas 9, tahimik na lahat. Hanggang alas 5 ng umaga yon. So pag ganun karaming motorsiklo ang tumatakbo sa ganung oras ng gabi, it becomes noise. Am I correct there? Department of Tourism?
Sir, I would not really describe it as noise tourism. No? Sir, we have identified, there are identified stops, no, which are tourism destinations where we hope that...
No, it is noise. Trust me, it is noise.
Noted, Your
Yes. So my question is, should you, as part of tourism, should you continue this kind of program, supporting this kind of programs? Because come budget hearing, we will ask you again, and you will really have to defend that.
Sir, following this, no, I'm sure now we will review the program. And
I think you should review. My suggestion is, it will be very difficult for the Department of Tourism to support this kind of challenges. Now, kung mga unity ride na parang pasya lang, running at low speeds, then I understand that that's good. But a race that will cost lives of people on public roads will be very difficult for a government entity to support. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
DOT, you consider this event as tourism-oriented?
Sir, there is a tourism component to the event.
Ay,
Which was
that's
how
what
it was
you
presented
answered
as.
the Honorable Gomez a while ago. Nakikinig po ako eh.
Okay.
Di ba? Yung event na ito ay tourism-oriented. That's why it's part of your program. Di po ba?
Sir, just to clarify, the event has a tourism component, and that is what the program, the PMT program, supports.
What is the tourism component of this event?
It's the fact that these activities stop at specific destinations, which we also want to promote, and we encourage them to stay and spend at these destinations.
So, yung tourism aspect nasa SBMA at saka kung saan nagtapos.
Yes.
Is that what you're trying to tell us, Madam?
Sir, just to cite some examples, there are certain checkpoints identified. For example, the Plaza Burgos in Vigan, rock formation in Dipakulaw.
Hindi na po titigil yung mga riders niyan. Dahil ang intention ng riders ay matapos nga nila ng mabilisan. Kayo naman pilitan, pinipilit nyo na i-connect sa tourism eh. Pero I cannot see any aspect of that na may i-connect sa tourism. Pilit na pilit, Madam. Di po ba? Baka sa budget,
Noted, sir.
tatanungin ko na yan.
We will consider
Kung magkano ang
your
budget ninyo na in-spend because of this. And people, resources of government are supposed to be equitably distributed. Pero ito, magkano ba ang Ducati na 400? There are more sections of our society who would need more your funds. Di po ba?
yes, sir. We note your recommendation, and we will reconsider support
Yes.
for such activities.
Kasi I do not see any part of it that would impinge on any aspect of tourism insofar as your department is concerned. Yun ang nakikita ko. Kasi ang mga tao, pagtigil nga doon, mabilis nga yung pagtigil nila eh. Dahil oras ang hinahabol nila eh. So yun ang issue na nire-raise ni Honorable Gomez.
Umani naman ito ng iba't ibang reaksyon mula sa ating mga netizens. Ayon kay Adrian Malakdem, totoo bang makakapamasyal ang mga riders ng Boss Ironman sa gabi? Ano ang mga tourist at action sa probinsya pagsapit ng madaling araw? Pahayag naman ni Leonie Lomutia, itigil na yung kalokohan na yan. Dapat dyan ginagawa sa mga racing circuit hindi sa public road. Maraming nadadamay sa aksidente. At ito naman ang saloobin mula sa ating kababayan na si Lorenzo Gutierrez, the lady representative of Department of Tourism has no common sense. Dapat palitan yan kung ganyan siya mag-isip. Mga kababayan, feel free to comment below para maglabas ng saloobin sa balitang ito.